Okay, our video today is going to be on my rose bushes, and I'm going to show you why I said I'm not going to cut the dead ones or digging them up. See, right there at the bottom, that's the new rose bush coming in. So that just shows me that I'm going to trim back the old dead part, but I'm going to leave the rest of it in the pot because that's a new rose bush coming up. And I'm not going to do anything to prevent my rose bush from growing. And then after I get new shoots, I might be able to get some cuttings to root more rose bushes. That one's got a ways to go before I can get any cuttings off of it, though. Gotta get my gloves on. And this is the best thing to cut rose bushes with. It's got a long enough handle that you don't get hurt by the thorns. And you do need to wear gloves. Rose bushes coming right there. See, it's all coming up from the bottom. So you don't want to dig your rose bushes up till you see if you're going to have a new bush come up from your sprouts like that. And I'm going to throw all these thorny bushes in my fire pit and have a fire when we can. Leaving my crepe myrtle too that's out there because I don't know if all the roots are dead. I mean, I thought that one was dead. That little sprig right there in the middle of the screen. It's got new leaves coming out on it, so it's not dead. I want to get this so I can get the camera in the shade. Here we go. Now, not all of these are dead. Most of them, I mean, there's a lot of them that are, but leave all the ones that look like they're still green a little. All of that is still pretty much alive. Ooh, I was going to go fishing today, but I wanted to get this done too. Get all the dead part cut off, and it'll give the rest of the rose bush a good chance to live. Let me take this out there to the, can't see in the camera. Yeah, I'm going to take this out here. I'm going to hope that the AC doesn't kick on until I get this cut. Now I had new shoots, I got new shoots coming up from it. That's going to be all right. It's got a new rose bush coming up from there. Oh, I just broke my light. Just broke my light. Oh well, I'll have to come back and get that later and fix it. I can probably glue it back on. Now my camera keeps cutting off with me, guys, so y'all have to bear with me. See, that cutter makes it so easy to get these cut off. Make sure the camera's still on. It keeps cutting off with me. I don't want to lose my whole video. Piece all back here is dead. It's a pretty big piece too. Look how easy it was with this. I'll get all this cut and trimmed up, and then I can decide where I want my cuttings for my new rose bushes. So some of this is coming up from the bottom, and that's what we want. Just like getting a new rose bush. Some of it's a little hard. For anybody stronger than me, it wouldn't be any problem at all. But I'm getting the dead part off. And then I'll come back and cut some clippings to root. Right now I'm gonna switch this around, and you can see I'm putting them in the fire pit way back there. I'm going to go ahead and trim these back. And I'll be able to get a bunch of cuttings off of these. Some of them are too. They're not big enough, but some of them are. That. Let's get back here if we can. I've got to carry the rose bushes and the that one looks pretty good. I'm not going to start cutting it yet. These here look pretty good. But that little one, I need to go cut the little one. I can get this thing in the shade so I can see what I'm showing you. Get it in the shade and still be able to see. I mean, there's a lot of rosebush coming up from the bottom there. Like right there. It looks purple. That's the new rosebush shoot. This one, I don't know. I haven't seen anything coming up from in there except this grass. But like I said, I'm going to leave the root because that little piece right there looks like it's still alive that I cut. So maybe I've kind of shocked it a little bit, cutting that it'll come back to life. This one looks pretty good. I don't think I need to cut anything off of it. And these, I don't know. I mean, there's 2 or 3 of them still alive, but the other ones look dead. So I just don't know. It might help to trim them back, the ones that look dead. Maybe it'll encourage something to start growing down in there. If I can get this camera back over here. Whew. But at least I've got shade back here for a little bit. need to fill up my see if I can get this camera down just a little. But I'm going to take these out and fill them up. And then I'll put them back in here. I've got my rooting hormone. And my knife. I hate it that I have to stand on my head. You know what? Maybe this will work. I use it as a table. Whew, only I can't get this up higher. Oh, let's see what I'll show you in the... Well, that's not too bad. If I can keep the camera going. You know what? I need to wet that. It needs to be wet. That way I don't have to wet the dirt after I get it in cups. And this is potting mix and a little bit of compost and a little bit of black cow mixed together. These are all the cups I had left from last year. Ooh. I'm sweating like crazy. One of these days I'm going to build me a table back here, a work table. I think I got it good and wet. I guess it's good enough. cooler today, but it's still in the 80s, so it's still hot when you're out here working. Notice I tap my cups. That's to kind of settle the dirt down. You don't want it packed, but you don't want it too airy either. I don't know if I did this one. Oh. I gotta straighten up a minute. And I got these regular nursery cups. See, patting it like that, it made it settle down a little bit. We have to add more. I hope I got enough to do these. If not, I can go get more, but I'm hoping this will be enough. Oops. And later when my yellow rose bush comes back to life, I can cut some cuttings off of that, hopefully. Yep, I got enough. Oh, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pots that I can put cuttings in. Sorry. It's just really hard to try to video what you're doing and keep the camera moved and all that. Oh. Now, what am I going to do with my scissors? I got my scissors there. my knife here, and my rooting hormone. I got to get these gloves off. I can't. Well, I might better leave them on because of the thorns. I don't know. Let me see what you're looking at. Want you to be able to see what I'm doing in there. Now some of these we can't use. They're too little. That's a good one right there, I think. But what we have to do is what they call scoring the bottom. And that's just so the roots will come out and grow. You dip that in your rooting hormone. You can make a hole down the center. Drop that down a couple of inches. And there we got one. This one's perfect, but we don't need the leaves on it. We don't need the thorns on it. Shake off the excess. Make your hole. Plant your rose bush. Whew. Gracious. Cut that with a knife, I think. not wanting to cut with those scissors. Get it one way or the other. It's pretty tough. Like I said, we don't need the thorns. And it helps if you can cut it at an angle. Kind of like that. It really didn't have to be that long, but I can get, and you kind of want a nub down at the bottom. Cut it at an angle if you can. I don't know what that was, fell. Oh, my cutters fell. That's what it was. I think these might be big enough. I'll cut that nub off the top because we don't want a big sprawling bush right at the very top of the stick. There, I wanted a nub down there, so I had to cut it off a little bit. Wind is blowing today. I mean, you just need a substantial stem. It doesn't have to be gigantic, but you want a big enough stem to say it's a stem. You don't want a little wiry thing. If it bends real easy, you don't want it. Try this one just about right there. And I think I'm going to leave that knobby thing on the top and try it. I've had them root like that before. 2. Not good enough. What about that one? Like I said, you don't want the thorns left on there. Those things hurt. Not sure which way was up with this. I think it was this way. Put it in there upside down, it's not going to grow. But I think this is it. I don't want too long a piece on the bottom, but I want it close to that little nub there, because that's usually where your roots start. I know we did this last year, but I needed to do it again, so I figured I'd do another video and show you that I am rooting more rose bushes for next year. I don't know if that will work, but I'm going to try this one. It might be too little, I don't know. But we'll find out, won't we? I need 4 more. That'll give a little bit, but it's not wiry, so I'm gonna try it. I don't think that one will, but this one might, because it's got a nub down here, like a joint where the limb was going to come out. See if I can find a couple more. As long as it will bend just a tiny bit, but it's not wiry. If it's too wiry, you don't want to use it. That means it's too little. And I might be pushing the limit with this one, but I'm going to try it. And I'm going to try this one too, I think. Yeah, I don't think that one's good. This one might. Oh, that's the one I dropped. You want all that cut off because you're just pulling nutrients from the stem. If you have leaves and too much stuff growing on at the top to begin with. So they may be too little, I don't know. They're just right on the border. This one might be too short, but it looks like a good prospect. I think I'm going to try it. I can always replace it with another one if it doesn't root. Got a nub down at the bottom. That's what I want. You want a little spot where the limbs or the leaves start coming out. Forgot about these pieces. You know what? I think I'm going to use one of these. My gloves are all wet and dirty. This one kind of looks good. Put two down in here. And I just firm the dirt up around it to get it solid. That way your rose bush doesn't fall over when it roots. And I may have to put a little bit of shade over those. Get these out of the way. But I put my rose bushes back in my tub. And I'm doing that because I'm going to put water in the bottom again this year like we did last year, so I don't have to water it from the top. It will come up from the bottom. Up and look at the bottom and see if it's about 1/8 of an inch above the platform that the cup's sitting in. That's good because that's just enough that it'll soak up into the soil of your pot and keep your cuttings moist while they root. I need to hook that over here or do something with it. Keep bumping my head on it. Get something to tie it off with. Because I don't need the light in there right now, but it's there, so I'm going to leave it. But there we go. We've got our rose cuttings. We'll see if they'll root. I'm going to have to leave the door of the greenhouse open during the day because it gets way too hot in here. I may just even leave it up tonight. And like I said, if you've got a tub with a clear top like this, you don't even need a greenhouse. You can set it outside. And at nighttime, just put the lid over it. Or if it rains, put the lid over it securely so it can't rain in there. And they'll be fine. Rose bushes can endure the cold weather. I'm putting them in here right now just to keep them out of the way, keep animals out of them. Just because I've got the greenhouse. But later when I move my tree collards and stuff like that in here, I'll do something different with my rose cuttings probably. You don't want to close them up in a greenhouse. You don't want to close them up in that bin yet because it'll get too hot. I mean, you can zip your door to your greenhouse if you want during the day, but if it gets over hot during the day, you need to come open the greenhouse door and let some of that heat out, or it'll just cook your plants. It'll cook your cuttings is what's going to happen. So there you go. And that water's going to evaporate pretty quick. And I need those off, because that'll make me think I've got something growing already, and I don't. So that'll be like a false hope right there. And I got one here too. I thought I got all those off. And like I said, some of these cuttings may not be good yet because my bushes had died back so. And those are new ones coming out. But we'll see. And you know, it's not much to cut another one and stick it down in there if one doesn't make it. So that's what we're going to do. Oh. And like I said, as soon as I get my yellow roses to come back out and do anything to where I can cut some cuttings off of them, I'm going to try a couple of the yellow ones again, because I really want some yellow rose bushes, more than I have. So, but they're harder to get to live than the red ones, but if they survive this drought this summer, they'll survive anything. So, I'm tangled up. I'm tangled up in all my stuff here. I had to wear a bandana today. So there's my rose cuttings there we've been working on. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you on my next one. Bye now.